Good morning, Year 6. This is Monday's lesson on week 3 of lockdown. So in today's lesson, we are converting fractions to decimals. Now, we did do this on Friday. If you have not completed Friday's lesson, I would suggest just going onto the YouTube channel and watching the guided video so you can at least see what method we were using, because this is the same objective but it's a different method, so it's the next step on. Okay, so your anchor task today says what fraction is the arrow pointing to? So the red arrow here, what fraction is that? Supporting hands up here, how many equal parts is the number line split into? So literally count all the way along how many equal parts you have got and how far along is the arrow. That will give you your denominator and your numerator. So that's the first bit. What fraction is the arrow pointing to? The second bit, which I'd like you all to have a go at, is can you change the fraction into a decimal number? So on Friday, we used a method trying to make the fraction out of 10, 100 or 1,000. Now for the fraction we've got today, it's quite tricky to do that. There's too many steps involved. So what we're going to use is a short division method. And I've done you an example down here. This is not the answer to the anchor task. So in our example, the fraction is 5/8. Now, I did mention this on Friday. This line here in between our numerator and denominator can be looked at as a dividing line. So this says 5/8. It can also be read as 5 divided by 8. And I've set you up a little short division here. Again, this was a lesson that we've already done, short division with decimals. If you have forgotten how to do it, the YouTube videos are still there. You could always go back and find that lesson. So how many 8s are in 5? 0. There's a remainder of 5, but I've had to put that 0 into the tenths column because really it's not 5/10, it's 50/10. We are exchanging 5 ones for 50/10. And then we just follow it along. 8s into 50 is 6, remainder 2, and I've already put the 0 in. 8s into 20 is 2, that's 16, so there's a remainder of 4, I've already put the 0 in. 8s into 40 is 5. So 5/8 as a decimal is the same as 0.625. Okay, as before, can you please pause the video now, have a go at question 1 and question 2 using what I've just said, and then I'll go on to the answer on the next slide. So do make sure you've paused before you watch the next bit. Have a go yourself. Okay, so here we go then. So last week we were converting the fractions into decimals, by changing them to an equivalent fraction where the denominator is 10, 100 and 1,000. Today, different method that's going to be using short division. So I'll just grab a pen and go through this one with you. So hopefully from your number line, you got that we had 3/8. So we're saying this number line, this line, is a dividing line. So we're going to do 3 divided by 8. Make sure you get it the right way around. 3 is in here, and this is our divisor. We're dividing by 8. So we say to ourselves, how many 8s are there in 3? It's always going to be 0. This is bigger than this, so it's 0. I put the 0 down in the tenths column already because I knew it was going to happen. So now I'm just exchanging 3 ones or 30 tenths. And then we just keep going. So how many 8s are there in 30? So 8 times 3 is 24. That gives me a remainder of 6. 24 to 30 is 6. So it's not just 6 though. It's actually 60 hundredths place value. How many 8s are in 60? 8 times 7. 8 times 7 is 56. So that gives me a remainder of 4. So I've put my 0 down. So it's not really 4, it's 4 thousandths. 40 thousandths, sorry, 40 thousandths. So how many 8s are in 40? So 40 divided by 8 gives me 5. So 5/8 as a decimal is equivalent to 0.375. Okay, 5/8, 0.375. Okay, that's the end of the anchor task. So there will be a video up to talk you through the guided. Please do watch it, otherwise I am literally just talking to myself. I will see you in a moment.